Guys, the name of this video is Mclaren Talk because I'm going to be talking some high level game. We're sitting in a big boy whip and that's exactly the essence of this video, big boy talk, right? Because I'm just going to be speaking some high level game what you guys can implement, what you guys should know about, so you can implement it into your life. Because how the fuck did I get here? Starting off by saying this car is rented. Yes, it still costs $1,000 a day to rent one of these cars. I'm not going to by any means claim it as my own as one of these other entrepreneurs do online. I have never found the urge to buy myself a car yet, and I think that's come into due because of living below my means, right? This is something that I had since the start of the year. I don't even have a watch, but living in Dubai has definitely made me realize the power of having these things, these materialistic possessions. Because say for example now, right, I'm sitting in a Mclaren. The title of this video is going to be Mclaren Talk. And these cars are fucking fast. It's like a spaceship in this bitch. Not having materialistic possession, but people are always going to judge you. My social media perception is what you guys judge me as. You know, how you see me online, how you are seeing me talk to the camera. This is all you have to judge from me, right? Same with a lot of people that I met up with today. People are going to judge you based on what they see that you have, especially online. So you might as well play into that and actually achieve a better standpoint or a better viewpoint from other people's opinion, so you can leverage that in a situation. You know, that's why I'm definitely going to end up buying a watch in the next probably few weeks. I'm definitely going to look to probably purchase a supercar probably at the end of the year now. I don't see myself buying one before summer, and then if I leave Dubai during summer, I'm not going to have it for 3 months. So I'm still going to be pretty conscious in that regard, but I feel like having one definitely puts you on a pedestal in terms of like networking and getting around certain situations and environments that can again help you elevate and level up again. Like today we was in a supercar rally. Everyone there had supercars, and now it's not about everyone there owning a supercar, but even people who was there who necessarily rented a car today, they still have the tendency and the ability to be able to go and spend £1,000 on a single day on just having a car for the day, and they've also got a Friday day fully free. So that usually recognises that there's some element of, you know, freedom that they've attained in their life to be able to do so. So they're probably somebody that I want in my arsenal of my network in order to network with those. Let's not miss the turning because we hate missing turnings. But let's talk about a few high level things, because people aren't playing the game properly. You know, people are getting into business and at the start, yes, it is very trenches mode, but here's a little bit of advice from Double M, from some of the mistakes that I made when I started out and how you can actually go on to do better. So when I started out, I used to hustle a lot, I used to wear every single hat in the business, and I did this for a very long time. And it actually, you end up picking up this as a habit. And it's a habit that is something that you need to get out of as early as possible, especially in entrepreneurship, because you're only going to slow down your progress as you actually start elevating through the ranks. A lot of the money I made, I never reinvested either. That is something I would literally beg every entrepreneur to do. Keep a P&L sheet. You know what money's coming in, know what money's going out, know where that money's going. You know, if you're making let alone even if you're making like 5 G's a month, you better know where every penny's going. You ain't got money to waste here, G. Like, you want to be spending every penny you can on either reinvesting back into the business, buying coaching to get even further, all these tiny little things. I never really did those. I kind of took the harder route, but I had a unique opportunity in regards to, you know, the models I was working with. They allowed a lot of leverage, they scaled up quite fast, so I was able to just, you know, kind of skip a lot of these phases and actually go into making a lot more money faster. A lot of people don't have that luxury, so you might actually have to hustle through the phases, and your luck might not have just come yet. You know, you might have to work a little bit harder. Imagine if I said to you, all you have to do is work for 996 hours and you will get your 100K a month model. You would work every day, 20 hours a day, but let this be a premise that you need to include in that as well, is they need to be 996 hours on the right thing, right? And now that's throwing a little spanner in the works probably for you guys, because as an entrepreneur, if you don't have any guidance, you probably don't know what the fuck you're doing, right? I'm very fortunate again in my journey that I positioned myself to live up in Manchester, home of or around many other entrepreneurs. So I got a lot of different guidance and perspective externally, but actually more from my internal network that I was able to build up from actually, you know, again, this comes back to me being a young guy and actually of having good results at a young age, and people would respect that, and then also to come from that respect actually give me a lot more knowledge because I'm a good horse to back, right? So be a good horse to back. Right, that's always another thing. So if I see people grinding, if I see people working hard, trying, I'm always going to give them a little leg up because I know they need it, and I know they could do with it, and I know they're actually going to use it very well. There's a lot of guys in life, like even me now, I'm giving you all this game, I'm going to give you a bunch of game in this video, and because it's free out here on YouTube, you're probably just going to like look over it. It's going to go over your head. You're not going to appreciate it as much as if you had paid like, I don't know, even £5 for this video, like a fucking pay-per-view, right? So I'm just looking at ways as well. I'm not even reading off a script. I'm going straight off the dome, just straight freestyle game for you guys. But when you do get into the early stages, grind, motherfucker, grind. Why the fuck, yeah? Like I said, this was like aimed at new entrepreneurs and obviously existing entrepreneurs. But when you are at the start, don't waste any fucking time. You haven't got time to waste. You know, don't be chilling with your boys. Don't be watching Netflix with your girl. Not if you're broke. I now can slightly afford only just to watch a film in bed with my girl on Netflix, right? Because I've achieved some level of success. When I was broke, I didn't have the opportunity. Every hour was an hour I could have been putting into my business and getting out my shit situation. And do you know what? Even now, I would say that I'm not in a shit situation. I'm in a very fortunate, but I'm literally driving a Mclaren on a Friday night on the way to the gym. I'm in an extremely blessed situation, but I'm still not content and satisfied because I know that there could be problems aroused in my life that could bring it all back down. And I always want the next level. That's the hunger. Because if you're not elevating, you're dying, or however the saying goes. You know that saying already. So you always need to be progressing, because the poverty line is chasing you, and it's chasing you fast. And I think it's chasing even faster than ever these days. But the success line, the success line, the financial freedom, the location freedom line, it's also not as far away as you think. You know, one model can make you 100k a month. You can fucking be on 50%. You can take 50 Gs. You can probably manage on 90% margins, doing most of the shit yourself, posting on social media, getting a couple chatters on board. And then once you've got 50 Gs of capital, you can now reinvest 50 Gs of capital wherever you want. You know, you can reinvest it, like I say, into coaching, into buying now systemizing things, buying employees, and then you can really start employing leverage in your business. Now you've employed leverage, and you can go so much further. For the higher level entrepreneurs, look, you want to be doing this. You're probably doing it already, but how do you do it effectively and properly? Well, you need to really write your playbooks out in full. And like in the moment, it doesn't seem like the right thing to do. It seems like, oh, it's a bit of a waste. This isn't directly putting a penny in my pocket today. However, once you like start making a bit of money, you have that bit of freedom or that bit of time, you want to start looking a bit more longer term. And they're the plays that, you know, in 1, 2, 3, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months are the ones you thank yourself for, because now you've actually got the infrastructure and the opportunity for the scalability tenfold. Otherwise, you're just capping yourself at these ceilings. You know, if you haven't got systems for an employee to come in and plug and play and follow, let alone some sort of guideline, it's going to be extremely difficult to bring that employee in and then train him up, because now you've got to spend double time, right? So if you just have the playbook there, it's like a do-it-yourself training almost. So you've got to think about like anything in life or in businesses, like especially in offers, in terms of coaching and especially business, it's done with you, it's done for you, or it's do it yourself. And the agency model, especially the OFM agency model, that's very done for you and done with you, you know, to an extent, but the models have to do the content. That's the only do-it-yourself thing that they have to do. The rest is taken care of, and that's where our value provision comes in. Their value provision is letting us use their account to run up fucking racks. So yeah, like I said, this Mclaren talk was always going to be a bit sporadic. Always going to throw a bunch of or little bits of game in there. Here's one of the most major bits of game that I actually took away from today with meeting 25 to 30 entrepreneurs in a supercar rally, was the fact that, you know, pick up the phone and start recording and making content, right? Because so many more people who were there knew me today from some of the content I've put out online, and it automatically, one, opened the conversation, and two, they actually respected me a little bit more. And now that's not to say, bro, that's like, if you're in a worse position and you haven't really got much going on, document your journey, because that is something that I wish I did when I was growing up. If I had just documented, imagine how I was documenting all the way from when I was at Tesco to when I signed the first model. I've got little pictures and snap memories, but nothing really like makes up for if I had them vlogs from back in those days. I've just got little bits here and there. But if you truly believe in yourself, you're truly working hard, and you will start attracting even more and better people. You know, I've definitely seen people online multiple times, and you come into conversation, bro, the people at the top, they really do just help each other out. So you definitely want to get in those types of circles, and if you haven't got much going on for yourself right now, you either pay to get in those circles, or you have to just play the long game, level up to the point where you can achieve actually the level of character in line with getting into that circle. But I'm pulling up to the gym now, boys, so I think I'm going to lock this off very shortly. We're going to Banuth's gym over in Dubai. I haven't been to this gym in a very long time. I fancy today just heading into like a way nicer gym, because, right, my man nearly wrote me off. Heading into a way nicer gym because it's Friday night. I don't usually go gyms this late on a Friday. I feel like rounding off today with a super big workout, and no better to get a good workout in than to put yourself in the right environment. And that acronym, synonym, microcosm is the right word. That microcosm will be relatable for every aspect of life. Put yourself in the right environment and you will achieve way better and way more. Even now, a lot of guys will probably look at me thinking, oh, he's this young kid pulling off in Mclaren. They might know us or they might not, but either way, they're probably going to respect it a lot more. So anyway, it's been Mclaren talk with Double M. You're going to see some big things in the pipeline. I'm banking on it. We've got $1 million a month to tick off. We've got becoming a millionaire to tick off, all inside this year. We've got building up a super systemized, streamlined and structured agency to tick off, to the point that, well, I'm never going to be satisfied, unfortunately, but to a very big point. And then we've got also pushing the personal brand and helping many other people get in a position, or more fortunate position, where they're able to grow and scale their agencies or their businesses even, as we're going to start calling it. So looking forward to that. And hopefully you guys have taken at least 1 ounce of value from this today and are going to implement it, because, you know, information is nothing without action. I've currently got myself stuck in this car park, so I'm going to lock this off, figure out how to get out. Have a wonderful fucking day. Just lastly, to leave you on that, if you are struggling with how to, you know, scale up in OFM or life, drop me a message below. I'll get you right. Literally, for like the next few people who message me, especially if you mention that you come from this video, I'm going to drop you like a 5-minute voice note just of straight game, right? So lock that in, and yeah, keep fucking pushing, boys. This life, this dream life, is not as far away as you think. So go ahead and achieve it, and I promise, every day will be that little bit happier for yourself. Let's get it.